Let me just say a couple of brief words and then take a couple of questions. I'm not obviously going to say anything about the meeting we had in there. That was a very much an informal gathering and exchange of views, so I won't say anything about the discussions there, but just to say that obviously our particular concerns, I think, are well known. Our main concern is about the civilian population trapped in the Vanni area, in the combat area. They're not being allowed out by the LTTE. Forced recruitment is continuing. This is an extremely worrying situation, and therefore our first appeal is to the LTTE to let the civilians out in a safe and orderly fashion, and I very much hope they will do that. We're also concerned that the government of Sri Lanka should do everything they can to avoid civilian casualties, to do as they said they will do, which is not to use heavy weapons in this area. And we also call on them to respect international humanitarian law in every area. We are pressing for more aid to be able to get into this particular zone so that we can get the necessary food, medical supplies and other things that people need there, and to have humanitarian access to the area. And we have suggested again the idea of some kind of humanitarian pause to allow that to happen and to allow the the civilian population to leave. We have a separate set of concerns about the conditions in the camps and the transit centres where those who do manage to leave finish up around Vavunia and elsewhere, and we repeat that we want to make sure that those conditions in those camps meet fully international standards and principles, that the screening processes are fully transparent so that everybody's reassured that those populations will be treated properly, and we want to see practical progress in those areas. Let me take a couple of questions.
What's the range of numbers of civilians that are still trapped between the two sides in this conflict?
We estimate there's something between 150 and 190,000 civilians still trapped in this area. The government says around 70,000. Those are I think the LTT themselves in different ways would say there are even more than our estimate, but the truth is we don't really know for certain and may not know until they're actually allowed out.
The U.S. Ambassador DiCarlo had said something that the UN would only be funding what she called internment camps for 3 months. What's the current thinking in terms of the UN, in terms of freedom of movement?
As I said to you before, if we don't see progress in terms of civilization of the nature of the camps and freedom of movement and all the other things, it will become increasingly difficult for us to go on funding and cooperating with the government, but I wouldn't like to put an exact time frame on it.
Have you gotten any sense from the Sri Lankan side whether they would be open to this idea of a humanitarian pause?
I think they must speak for themselves. I think if we have a situation where it's clear that the civilian population can be allowed out, then I think there is flexibility there, but that's the key point which we haven't got yet at the moment.
Neil Bune, the resident coordinator, has, according to the Sri Lankan government, stepped back from this OCHA figure of 2,683 dead. Said it was only meant for donors. What is how was that prepared? And is that a reasonable estimate of the number of civilians killed?
You keep on asking me the same question. I've said that, of course, we've had from our own anecdotal sources and the people we've got in the area, we have tried to put together some figures, but we cannot verify those figures. We cannot verify them in such a way that if we make them public as our figures, we can then stand behind them. That remains the position. I've said and repeated several times there are dozens of civilians being killed every day and therefore more than that injured. That is a very high, tragic and unacceptable number. So the exact figures are not so important. The fact is they are very, very high, probably increasing as the zone increases and the density of the population in that area increases. That's the important point. That's why it's key for them to get out. Thank you very much.